Hey guys, it's Roxanne Lynch. I just wanted to pop into your guys' world. Did you hear the news? Did you hear the news? There's some really exciting things going on. Almost every company that we know out there has opportunity calls. Whether yours is on a Thursday or on a Saturday, there are opportunity calls everywhere around the world. No matter where you are, no matter what company you're in, they are an amazing tool. And so many people don't know the power of them. So I want to share you guys some tips of how to invite people to your opportunity call. So whether you're part of my most amazing team within social retail or your own beloved business out there, I want to give you some tips of why they work, what you need to teach your team, and if you are an honored guest that has the bliss and blessings of speaking, some tips for you guys too. Okay? So, whoop whoop, it is a most beautiful day in the world. I love opportunity calls for a couple reasons. Is number one, it leverages our time. Knowing that our time is the most precious commodity in the world, and knowing that we can only do so much in our day, especially if you have kids or you have livestock or you have work or you have a husband, that he needs your time and you just don't have the time. So they work because someone is going to listen to a story, and it's going to be the right story at the right time. Just like the clock that we have on the wall, even though it's broken, is correct 2 times a day. Okay, that right story is going to strike a chord within that woman's heart. Okay. And the other thing is, so that's tip number one. Often your story doesn't exactly correlate with a prospect's story and her experiences. So by exposing them to an opportunity call, by exposing them to someone else's story, that just might be the straw that broke the camel's back in a really good way. Does that make some sense? So allow someone else to be in the spotlight and take some stress off yourself. Take a breather of that time commitment and all the love and attention that you've been pouring into that person, and allow someone else to do the work on your behalf. Okay, I know it seems kind of crazy, but it's the teamwork that makes the dream work. All right, and delegating and sharing is a strength. It is not a weakness. It is the skill that we need to master and understand the power of if we are professional network marketers. Are you a professional network marketer? Are you a woman who is building a network marketing business using the power of social media? I want to hear your voice. I want you to raise your hand, big, tall, and strong. I want to hear it from you, sister. Okay? Tip number 2. Your friends don't believe you. I know this is crazy, but your friends don't. Okay? Your friends love you. They adore you, but often they're going to believe someone from Google, and they're going to believe somebody else more than you. Okay? So knowing that our friends would love to hear someone else's story, having that third party validation that someone else has gone through the same trials and tribulations, banged their head on the keyboard, had snotty tissues on the floor, wanted to quit entirely, throw their computer out the window. Okay, your friend doesn't necessarily believe you as much as you think that they will or they do. So that is why opportunity calls, when you're providing information from someone else's experience, someone else's story, they are going to have those aha moments. Okay, they're going to have those very deep aha moments, realizing, okay, so my friend just isn't BSing me. My friend just isn't giving me a line of baloney. All right. So allow someone else to take the reins for you. Okay. And you can be there on the call, obviously, and messaging her back and forth saying like, oh my gosh, did you just hear what Lisa said? I can't believe what Sarah just shared. It's like, that was me. I can relate to her story. You're looking to create the energy and the emotions with that person so they can have those same aha moments and going like, yeah, you're right, girlfriend. Like, I am so sorry I ever doubted you. Okay? But it happens. Your friends always don't believe you as much as we think that they do. They need that third party validation. They need to hear someone else's stories and experiences and know it's just not you and them, okay? That's the other strength. No one's in this business and industry alone. It's a beautiful, beautiful industry, and tribe and sisterhood, and the right tribe and the right sisterhood, obviously paired with the right team and opportunity, can make the difference in a woman's life, okay? And it's okay for us to find the right fit and click, so then we can just bloom and blossom, right? So allow your friend that opportunity and that exposure, all right? So I love the power of third party validation. So it takes the stress off of me, and it lets another woman share her story, okay? And most opportunity calls always come with a lesson and a learning or an aha training moment. I love that, because whether that person then decides to join their girlfriend, within my social retail business, but there's going to be a learning, or there's a training, or there's an aha moment that they're still going to get something out of it, even if they don't join my team. Even if they just don't join my opportunity, they're still going to leave that feeling good because they've learned some things. And 2020 is a new year. January is still a new month. 2019 was then, and we're new women. We're looking for fresh new experiences. We're feeling empowered and impassioned. And if we have been frustrated in all the other years prior, then you're looking for something fresh and new. And this just might be it, okay? So that's why opportunity calls are so very, very powerful. And I honestly don't think that a lot of people use them enough. They don't use them enough, okay? So that's why I want to talk about it tonight, all right? So teach your team. Teach your team, okay? Those are all the whys. We know this, or maybe you've learned some new things, but we need to then teach your team of how to invite them. Because if I just tell my team chats and I'm going like, hey guys, there's a great team call coming up on Saturday. There's some super people. You should invite them. They're not going to do anything. Like maybe 1 out of 10. If you're lucky, 1 out of 10 might do something. They might do something. So telling them to do this, even if they know that, means zilch. Your activity level is going to be zilch. And we know the power of them, so we need to get your prospects have their ears to that call. But that's only going to happen if you teach your team what to do. If your team actually knows what they have to do and the how-to steps of why to do it and how to do it, they're more likely to do it. And therefore, they're going to get results. And therefore, they're going to be happy. And therefore, you're going to have, as a leader, you're going to have the opportunity to help someone else get started in this beautiful industry. So the thing is like you can definitely empower them to use stories, polls, questions, Facebook Lives with calls to action, and of course in Messenger. Okay, so you can say like, if you tell your team to think about their prospects' fears, frustrations, worst worries, and deepest concerns, you could talk about that. So definitely you have to suggest to your team, and I'm going to use Christine as an example. I'm going to say like, Christine, I'm thinking about Christine. What is her worst fear? What is her worst fear? What is her deepest concerns? Okay. And I know some of these stories are going to potentially address Tracy's fears, frustrations, worst worries, and deepest concerns. So I would message Tracy and it's like, hey Tracy, I know that you haven't made a decision yet about social retail. You've been thinking about it. All the insider goodness, but I know one of your worst worries is this. But this weekend on Saturday, there's a short call. I would love to invite you because they're going to be talking about that same worry that you had and those same worries and concerns and frustrations that I had to go through myself. And I just didn't want to leave you out, sister. Okay? That's not salesy, spammy, pushy, or naggy or begging. And, Tracy might say, yeah, I have plans. I'm not sure. And it's like, that's not a worry. When the replay comes up, would you like to hear the replay? Tracy's still probably going to say yes. Okay? So, and then it gives me the next opportunity. I've already set the next appointment for that next follow-up, and Tracy's in the loop, and she's been informed. She's been empowered with information and she can make her own grown-up decision. Does that make some sense? So same thing with stories, you can talk about your personal frustration. I used to bang my head on the keyboard because I was having to do cold calls and I didn't like to try to book parties with strangers or go into their houses. I am super excited about this weekend's opportunity call because I was just thinking about this. It's like, it is so refreshing that I don't have to do that anymore. Do you hate cold calls and parties in strangers' homes too? And that leave the poll, leave them an opportunity for their audience to say yes or no. That makes sense. And that's not hard to do. If you're comfortable doing Facebook Lives, have your team do a Facebook Live with a call to action at the end saying like, if you are tired of sending cut and copy and paste messages or having your messengers never being answered or reflected to, I've got this training call this weekend and they're going to be talking in aspects about how frustrating cut and copy and paste messages are. Okay, would you like to attend? With a question, not a poll. Would you like to attend? Then for sure, no. On the poll, you could say, would you like some more information? Or heck yeah. Okay, never say no, never just say yes. Always put some emotion and energy in it. Just another tip, okay? So break out your old follow-up lists and encourage them to do the same. Do a little brainstorming session within your Facebook messengers, or even do a team strategy call on the Tuesday or the Wednesday if you know that your opportunity for your company call is going to be on Saturday, okay? Have them create more of those aha moments so their audience, who is going through their stories, their polls, questions, Facebook live calls to action or messenger, that they're going to create those connection points where their audience feels like they are like them, those aha moments of connections. And the other thing is that you could also, on top of touching on the pain points, right? Because pain is a big connector. Everyone has pain. We all are frustrated. So why not create like me moments of connections of also having those sweetest desires and those secret hopes? I mean, people are filled with hope right now. People are filled with dreams. People are filled with desires. So talk about those too. It doesn't always have to be discussing a woman's pain points or frustrations or problems. How about you talk about the positive stuff, the sunny side of stuff? Because, there's a push when it comes to marketing and there's a pull when it comes to marketing. And people are more willing and wanting to do an activity or an action when they're going to feel good about it, okay? They're going to get a reward. They're going to get the candy. They're going to feel that happy endorphins of good emotions running through their bodies. Allow those sweet desires, those secret hopes and dreams to, be discussed. Plant those in conversations also along when you're doing your stories, polls, questions, or your Facebook Lives, okay? So those are just some of the things that, and of course, I invited all my team to this live. I said, I am going to be doing a training on this. I want you guys to get this amazing goodness because I want you guys to win. It is 2020. It is time, sisters and brothers. It is time to win. So that's why I've been really in empower. I'm empowering, I'm enlightening, and I'm educating every single day. Empower, enlighten, and educate every single day for the whole month of January. And I am not done yet, okay? So if you have ever been invited to be a guest speaker for your opportunity call, for your company's opportunity call, there's a few tips I want to give you. The first one is that it is totally fabulous to be excited, okay? You should be over the moon with joy because you have an opportunity to pour into other beautiful human beings that have poured into you. We, as amazing women within this industry, whether you just got started yesterday or you've been in the industry years and years and years, women have been pouring into your life. Mentors, coaches, our family has poured into you our entire life, and we have an opportunity to pour into other people. So I am filled with gratitude and honor when John Melton asked me to be a participant in our company call. I was absolutely blown away. If you guys watched last night's live, he totally threw me off my game because I had the notifications going up there at the top and I just lost it. But I'm filled with gratitude and I'm filled with honor because, some of us have been so impassioned about helping other people that it just delights my heart that I get to help hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of women and men get that insider what's going on within this industry when it comes to social retail, when it comes to trying to build a business on Facebook. So if you've been invited to be a guest, come to the table with gratitude and honor and be excited to pour into other people. Take down a few short notes. Most calls are like 15 to 20 minutes, so they're not going to give you a lot of time. So pick one or two things. Obviously, you can't share your whole story, but pick one or two things that you know is going to inspire and connect with another woman and help them make the best decision for themselves and their family, okay, and their situation. So that is very, very powerful. Knowing that there's just a few moments where you're going to have that opportunity to give a training or an insight or a tip where you can teach those attendees. So if they don't say yes to that woman who invited them to the opportunity call, they're still going to leave there feeling good. They're not going to feel nagged, begged, coerced, chased, hounded, all that kind of stuff. But you need to give them a training tip where they can leave there knowing that that's where they're going to have to go if they want more of that good stuff every single day. So the last tip is making sure that on that call, you're being raw and you're being relatable and you're real. That if you're feeling emotion, let that flow through. Take off those masks, take off those layers, like Shrek says with the onion, take off those layers to allow the real you shine through. Allow your audience to feel everything that you have ever felt that is going on within your world. Okay? So those are just some of the things I wanted to give you guys if you were to be a guest. So, and of course, I was so grateful and honored to be able to say yes, John. I am happy to say yes. I am so grateful that you thought about me, and I'm excited to inspire and empower and enlighten men and women from all over the globe within our social retail business. If you don't even know what I really do and what company I'm aligned with and the most amazing team and support that I know I wouldn't be winning today, and my team certainly would not be winning today if I didn't have this kind of amazing tribe and support, sisterhood and brotherhood around me. So I'm always happy to bring you guys up to speed of what we call that sunny side of life. Bye guys, I'll see you guys all tomorrow.